Hey everybody, welcome to week 11. Oh, this semester is going so quickly. It's already week 11. So let's get started. And this week we are going to be talking about language and how to use some word choices in your papers. So I found this really lovely Calvin and Hobbes comic, and it says, "I used to hate writing assignments, but now I enjoy them. I realized that the purpose of writing is to inflate weak ideas, obscure poor reasoning, and inhibit clarity. With a little practice, writing can be an intimidating and impenetrable fog. Want to see my book report?" And then Hobbes is saying, "The dynamics of interbeings and monological imperatives in Dick and Jane, a study in psychic transrelational gender modes. Academia, here I come." So this is making fun of academic language, of course, but academic language is part of writing papers in college. So I thought it was funny because, of course, I make you write academic papers. So anyway, it's making fun of myself, basically. Here is your course schedule. I hope that you have printed it or have it handy so you can keep track of what you need to do this week. This week we will have one class, which is on your course schedule right here. We will have Monday and Tuesday classes. We will not have classes on Wednesday or Thursday. So make sure that you're noting that we're just having one class this week on Monday and or Tuesday, whichever class you attend. But let's move into our Never a Day Without a Line Writer's Notebook Daily Writing. So our prompts for this week are all about quoting. You did a voice thread last week on how to do quotes and how to cite them and how to do things with quotes. So we're going to practice that during your daily writing this week. So you're going to be writing a conversation. You're going to find your favorite quote, because everybody has a favorite quote, right? Otherwise you just have to Google famous quotes and find one you like. And then you're going to share it and you're going to write a correct MLA citation for it. Then you're going to go back to our big paper in the Writer's Practice book. What do you want to say? Which is our persuasive argument that you are writing. This is the big paper. This is the directions for our big paper, which is our argument, right? That you have chosen your topic for already and been doing some work on. You're going to go back and reread the directions, reread this writing experience that you are going to be going through, and you're going to choose a paragraph to paraphrase that will help you with your formal academic persuasive essay. Remember, that you're just paraphrasing the directions. So something that's going to help you understand how to write this paper better, that is what you're paraphrasing. Okay? And then you are going to use a parenthetical citation in a paragraph that you're going to write about that, and you're going to write an MLA citation for it. All right? So that's kind of a technical day for your entry, and then you have 2 days of choice. So those are the things that you are going to be writing in your discussion board that you share with me. Okay? Then on Monday and Tuesday, our librarian friend, David, is coming back, and he's going to do another experience with you. This time, it's going to be about, it's going to be zeroing in on trivia questions and research. So you're going to be doing some research for your paper, for your persuasive paper. That's what you're going to be researching. You're going to be trying to find articles that will help you with your paper. Because again, we're double dipping, right? We're going to be doing some practicing on how to find sources. And while you're practicing how to find sources, you're going to be finding sources for your paper. And David will go through all of this process with you in our class this week on Monday or Tuesday. So again, on your course schedule, you'll see in red here, you're going to read the pages of the writing experience, pages 146 to 151. Everybody should do that on Monday. That is an assignment for Monday, to read through that. get up a little bit earlier on Monday and read through it before class if you can, or read it on, Sunday night if you can, so you have a background knowledge on what you're doing. Then you'll come to class and we will do this. So it says we will have a librarian join us. Please don't begin this assignment before you attend the class. So that means read it before class, but then come to class and David will take us through the process and will help us go and find these things. So you're going to be getting started in class. So don't start this until you're actually in class on Monday or Tuesday. All right, so that's our Monday that you're going to be working on that. Then you also on Monday have a voice thread that's about reference, and that is all about word choice and clarity. So you're going to do that. And then on Tuesday, you have this argument organizer. Now this argument organizer is going to look familiar to you because it's going to look very similar to your argument analysis worksheet that you've been doing for our reflection papers for the last several weeks. This is a little bit different because it's going to be taking you through a process of analyzing your own argument that you're going to write. So this is sort of when we read an argument, you are taking it all apart. You're getting the whole thing and you're taking it all apart and putting those parts on the argument analysis worksheet. This time, we are going to construct your argument. Instead of deconstruct it, you're constructing it. So you are going to put down all the building blocks here on this worksheet, and then that will help you make sure to have everything you need when you are writing your argument. There are going to be parts of this worksheet that may or may not work for you. And the first part here where it says topic and it says what happened, what I think it means, the reason I think that. So this works really well if you have an event, right? So like if something happened that makes you want to take action, this will make total sense. If nothing happened, if you're not talking about an event, then you're going to have to change the question. All right, you're going to say, why is this important to me, what I think that means, and the reasons that I think that. So you're going to have to think about your topic here, and you might have to change the what happened question in order for it to make sense for your argument. Okay, and if you need help with that, then ask me and I will help you, okay? Once you have your topic done and you write a little bit about your topic, then you're going to make your claim. And remember, this is a persuasive piece of writing, so this means this is your opinion. It's going to be one-sided because you are arguing one side of an issue. So it needs to your claim needs to have that opinion in it. Okay, so make sure that it does. Make sure it has your topic in it and it has your opinion about the topic, right? So that's your job, is to write the best you can, your claim at this point, and then who are you to act as an authority on this issue? Remember that you have to have personal experience with this issue, so you are speaking from your heart here. It has to mean something to you personally. You need to bring in personal experience so you have credibility. That ethos is really important when you are trying to convince somebody to come onto your side. And you need to care about your subject and your topic and your opinion for your topic in order for you to convince your reader to care. If you don't care, you won't make your reader care. It just won't happen. So make sure that you are answering this question. Who are you to act as an authority? This is where you're going to write down why you are an expert on this, why this means so much to you. Okay? So make sure you're being very thoughtful and thorough with these questions. The reasons, this is a sentence or two explaining why you're making this claim, like why are you writing the paper? It relates back to who am I a little bit, but this is where you really let it all hang out. Like, I really care about this because my sister got sick when she took Advil, and so I don't think anybody should take Advil, right? Whatever. I'm making that up completely. Nobody's ever, that I know of, has gotten sick from Advil, but I'm just making that up. But that's what you're going to be writing, a sentence or two explaining why you are exploring this argument and wanting to convince people. All right. Evidence. You may have some sources already and some experts in the field already, and you can put those right here. So this is a work in process, right? A work in progress. If you don't have any, you might get some with this writing experience this week. So maybe after class, you will be like, hey, I found some great articles that have great experts in these articles that I can quote in my paper. That's great. But this is also you're going to build on this. So if this is not something that you can fill out all the way yet, that's okay. We will continue to work on this throughout your process of writing this paper. But if you have something, absolutely. If you don't worry about it. I'm going to have you skip this right now because we are not there yet. Okay? So just skip this part. But I do want you to think about the counter argument. And I want you to acknowledge the counter argument and figure out how you're going to respond to it. Because there are two ways you can respond to the counter argument. If somebody says, I've taken Advil every day for the last 10 years and I've never gotten sick, right? That is a counter argument, and I would have to write that down. Some people don't get sick if they take Advil. Just let me remind you, I don't know anybody that's gotten sick because of taking Advil. So this is a completely made up argument, okay? It's a disclaimer. I take Advil all the time, so I'm not ripping on Advil. All right, so then you would acknowledge that some people don't get sick. And then whenever you say the but part, but my sister got really sick, right? So some people can get sick. So that's a refutation. You might refute whatever that counter argument is. Like, you might have a point, but look at this part. That's the refutation. If you don't have anything to say about it, if you go, oh yeah, some people don't get sick. Okay. There's nothing I can say about that. That's true. Then that's a concession. And so then you would write in there, this is true, that some people don't get sick. You know, so I'm just warning that you could get sick, right? Or whatever. So you either have to have a concession here or a refutation in the response. So you are going to skip this part altogether, but the rest you're going to try. And don't forget that this is the writing process. Our class is a writing process class. So your thesis and claim might change. Your evidence might change. Your mind might change as you're doing research. This is a draft, and you do not have to stick to it. But I do want you to think through your topic and think through your claim right now as it stands. And I want to see what your thinking is at this snapshot before you start writing. Okay, so that's what you're going to do on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you're just going to be working on your hey, what do you know experience. That's the only thing that you're going to be working on that day. Thursday, you're going to finish that up. Make sure it's ready because your final draft for this experience is due Friday morning at 8 a.m. So Thursday, you're going to finish that up. And you're also going to do a brain dump for your formal academic persuasive essay. So you are going to dump it all out. And I love this quote here. It says, I'm writing a first draft and reminding myself that I'm simply shoveling sand into a box so that I can later build a castle. So you're just going to get all the sand in the box, all of your ideas in the box, so then you can revise and make a castle in our next draft. Okay? Then Friday, you just have every day without a line. That's what we're doing this week. Have a good one. I will see you on Monday.